again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video. Welcome if you are new. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So something a little bit different today. I've been seeing all over TikTok these nail art stencils, nail art template type things, and I saw this little portable mini printer on Temu and I thought I'm going to have a go at making my own little template stencil type things. So before I start, if you are new to Temu, if you download the Temu app and search my code, use my code, you will get 50% off your order and you'll get a $100 coupon bundle as well, so definitely take advantage of that. All details will be in my description box anyway. So shall we get on with it? So this little mini printer, it's USB powered, it's completely wireless, so you don't have to have it plugged in. You just charge it up and you're good to go. And look at it guys, how cute is that? It's like a little, I'd say, puddy cat. Very, very simple design. It's just got a little button there on the side, and the paper that you put in it, to me, just feels like till roll kind of receipt. I'm thinking you could just buy till rolls for the refills. They are quite slim little rolls, but yeah, very simple, easy to use. The paper, you just plonk it in like that and close the little door, and that is it. That is how you load it up. So I did order myself some little refills. They were a couple of pound, just plain white, and they've all got a different colour, kind of little floral border. So we've got a red, a green, and what's the last one? I can't see. Is it a pink, maybe? Purple. So they came in a pack of 3. So yeah, we're going to have a little go with this today. So I'm using the manual, and we're going to start by holding the power button in for 3 seconds, and that will turn it on. It does have a little blue light, but you couldn't see it, so I didn't bother showing you. And then you can either scan the QR code, which I did, but it just kept buffering. You'll see here, it did pick it up, and I clicked the link. Sorry, my phone is slightly out of shot, but I clicked the link and it was downloading, but it just kept buffering and buffering. So I ended up physically going to the Google Play Store and downloading it there. So if you scan the QR code and it doesn't do it like it did with mine, just go to the Google Store like I did and search Funprint, and you can install the app from there. So I'm going to open the app and I'm just going to talk you through how it works. So I had to click sign in there, and just to test it I went on to text and I just started to type in unpolished by Aggie. I couldn't find the option to centre it. Can you see how it's over to the left? I couldn't find the option to put it in the centre, so I just made the writing a little bit bigger, and you can turn it horizontal or vertical and make it bold. There's a few different options on there, and I just printed it off, and it was really, really straightforward and simple to set up. I was quite impressed by this little thing actually. So I did pause the video whilst I went and downloaded quite a few just plain simple outlines of a few different images, and I've put a few of them just onto one square kind of background, a white background, and just printed that off. I couldn't find the option to just print individual images and make them small, so I just put all these little images onto one square background and printed them all off in one go. But I did notice the background on mine had loads and loads of tiny little black dots, which makes me think it wasn't quite a white background for the printer to try and pick it up. It must have just been slightly off-white, because the one where I wrote unpolished by Aggie didn't have all those little black dots, can you see? So I think that was my doing, not putting it on a completely white background, but it didn't matter for what we're doing anyway. So I've got some double-sided adhesive, what do you call it, double-sided, that stuff, and I'm just going to put it face down on the sticky paper. I would say put some cardboard on the back of this and stick it on the back as well, just to make it stiffer, because it was a bit thin, because it is a very thin paper, and it was just a bit flimsy to paint on. So yeah, when I make some more of these, I'll definitely put a bit of cardboard on the back just to make it stiffer and sturdier and flatter to paint on. But just for this video, I just left it as it was today. Look at that. Perfect little stencil, and it's just a nice size to go in your folder as well. So I'm going straight in with the gel polish. You can use gel polish, gel paint, and I'm just gonna colour it in, and I'm just gonna flash cure each colour before I go. Now I've kept my mistakes in. Well, I wouldn't say mistakes. With this first one, I didn't paint the black outline, and I should have done. I thought I could get away with not doing the outline on this particular design, but you'll see in a minute once it's finished it needed the detail of that black outline, because it just looked a bit amateurish and a bit, yeah, it needed the black outline. But a little bit of trial and error today, and I think I've got it down now. So I've painted the eyes, and I'm going straight over the top of the eyes because you're painting it kind of upside down. So you're doing the detail first and then colouring it in. I'll show you a little bit better what I mean on the tree in a minute. So that has been fully cured now, and this was another mistake I made. I'm going over it with a base coat, but I put the base coat on too thick, and you need to overlap. You need to leave a tiny little lip around the edge of the design, just so you've got something to peel up with your tweezers in a minute. So that's been cured, and watch when I turn it completely over. Can you see it needed that black outline? You can't really see the detail too well, and because I'd put the base coat on too thick, I couldn't stick it down flat on the nail. It was just too thick. So yeah, first mistake, make sure you paint the black detail, and second mistake, make sure you keep that base coat really thin. So I've gone over it with a top coat anyway. I mean, it's alright, it just needed the black detail, didn't it? Right, so let's do another and correct some of my mistakes. So I'm going in with a really thin brush now, and I'm painting the black outline first, curing that in the lamp, and then I'm going to colour it in. So that's been completely cured now. I'm going to use a green and I'm going to colour it in. Try and keep your gel polish thin as well, because I did already do one of these trees and I did it far too thick. This was my second attempt, and I'm going to stick that in the lamp. And then this time I'm going to use this little detailer brush with the base coat, and I'm going to keep that base coat really thin. You could try and peel it up without the base coat, but I felt like it would just be too thin and fall apart. I could try it next time. So this has had a really thin base coat now. Be really careful peeling it up, but this one was so much better. It was really nice and thin. It laid really flat. The detail on it is a lot neater, a lot better. And the possibilities are endless with these little printers. You could print off any design, anything you wanted. You've got to keep them quite simple with the black outline and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to make my own little folder just full of little stencils. If you struggle with stars and hearts, I'm going to do a little heart after this using some acrylic markers. So I pulled these out. These were also off Temu. I'll leave links to everything in my description box. And this was just me having a play. All I've done is colour the heart in with the red acrylic marker. Again, it needed the outline. I didn't do the black outline. It definitely needed the black outline. So I left that to dry, but I didn't quite leave it to dry long enough. You'll see in a minute. So again, I'm going to go over that with a really thin base coat, leaving a little lip around the edge so you've got something to pick it up with the tweezers. So that's just come out of the lamp, and I went to peel it up and noticed some of it had stuck to the what do you call it? stencil paper, but it was fine because there was no gaps missing in the heart, so I just went with it, and that was even thinner than the gel polish one because I used the acrylic marker. It laid so flat. So a quick glossy top coat over that, and then I'm going to stick that in the lamp. So there we go, guys. That is all 3 of the little stencils. Can you see the reindeer? I went over that with the black. It's not as neat as using the stencil, but I think they definitely need the black outline on these designs, don't they? I just think they just look neater and tidier if you do the outline first, don't they? But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I think this is a fantastic little hack to build your own little folder full of templates, stencils, whatever you want to call them. I love it. I'm going to make so many more. And again, the printer, it's small, it's compact, perfect to just keep in your bottom drawer, and whenever you need a certain template stencil, you can just print one off there and then. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. All links, details will all be in my description box. Please remember to give the video a quick thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care. Bye.